Right now, we're shining a light on some little-known Canadian history with The Unknown Soldier. It's a war film that's putting 6 soldiers in the spotlight.
The biggest challenge with the war film is generally the costumes, the guns, and the trenches, right?
Yes.
And we found a guy out in Windsor who had all 3, right? He runs this Great War Historical Society, and we connected with him, and he connected us with our historical advisor, Andy Robertshaw. He's worked on 1917 and War Horse.
Those are all incredible films.
That's what we felt so confident, because when we had something to fall back on, and we were doubting something, we'd be like, hey, Andy, like, what do you think about this? And he'd be like, oh, they wouldn't be using matches, they'd be using lighters, they'd be using wax and matches, and you know, stuff like that. It was really cool.
A war for Great Britain is a war for Canada.
Enlisting a Hollywood-approved historian for this passion project about a sick man fighting in the front lines in World War I was a boss move for these Canadian filmmakers.
Religion.
Sick. Sick, sir.
South Asian men have fought in World War I and bled for England and for Canada, right? And I thought that, like, why haven't we seen this different perspective? And same for World War II, right? And so I thought that it was really important that we showed this different perspective on the screen.
Also important, casting.
Blake, what was your biggest takeaway from doing this project?
From the beginning of preparation, we were really committed to telling the story authentically, and I think the takeaway for me was just the sense of duty that these young Canadians felt for a war that wasn't happening on their turf. They weren't being invaded by anybody, but they felt that they should go overseas and serve their king and country.
And it's a Canadian story that deserves to be shared at Canada's biggest film festival.
So we have actually submitted to TIFF.
Great.
You know, we got it in the nick of time.
Amazing.
So, you know, TIFF, if you're watching, you know, you know, take a look at our film.
One of our biggest goals was to not only make the movie, because we thought, like, we wanted to make the movie, but the biggest challenge we had was how to make this movie and show it to people, right?
Yeah.